In Luke chapter 10, Jesus goes into a village, and a woman named Martha welcomes him into her home. She welcomed him, she made space, she wanted him there. And then it says she had a sister named Mary who sat at the Lord's feet and listened to what he was saying. But Martha was distracted by all the preparation that had to be made. And at some point, Martha starts feeling overwhelmed, and she eventually comes to Jesus and says, "Lord, don't you care that my sister has left me to do the work by myself? Tell her to help me." And Jesus answers, "Martha, Martha, you are worried and troubled about many things, but only one thing is necessary, and Mary has chosen the better part, and it won't be taken away from her." Hey, welcome to my channel. I'm Isaac. I'm really glad you're here. A couple of years ago, I actually posted about this story, and when I look back at it again now, I realize I didn't fully practice it. I mean, I like the idea, but life kept pulling my attention in a different directions, and now I'm thinking about it again as the new year starts, because this is usually the time when we pause and look at our lives, at what worked, at what didn't, at what still feels unresolved, and without realizing, we start making quite lists in our heads, things we need to fix, things we need to figure out, things we wish were different by now. And while we're busy with all of that, it's easy to miss, to forget what's right in front of us, to miss the moment that could change everything. And before Martha in the house was the Messiah, the one she had been waiting for, the very presence of God in human form. And yet, even in front of him, she could be pulled away by everything. And if I'm honest, I don't struggle with not loving Jesus. I struggle with letting everything else get loud around him. Life gets loud with tasks, plans, and worries. Even regrets from the past get loud. And it's not that any of those things are bad. They are real, they matter, but before we notice, our attention drifts, and we're still in the same room with Jesus. We're still close to Jesus, still believing, still wanting him there, but not really sitting with him. And y'all, I recognize myself there, that feeling of I want to see, but not yet. There's still too much going on. I'll slow down when things settle, but things rarely settle on their own. Jesus doesn't tell Martha that what she's doing doesn't matter. He doesn't shame her. He simply names what's happening. You are worried and troubled about many things, but only one thing is necessary. Not many, one thing. Not because everything else suddenly disappears, but because everything else has to find its place. And Mary chose the better part, not because she was more spiritual, not because she cared less about responsibilities, but because she chose to stay, to see, to give Jesus her full attention. Because the better part isn't something we earn once we get our life together. It's something we choose again and again in the middle of busy days, in the middle of unanswered prayers, in the middle of unfinished healings. We choose where we sit, we choose what gets our attentions, we choose what we value most. And in those moments when we pause, even when life keeps pulling at us, we remember that being with him matters more than fixing everything around us. And it's still available right now, so sit with him, even if it's just for a minute, even if life feels messy, even if everything else still calling your attention, because the better part is here and it's waiting. So may God help us to choose the better part every day, to pause, to be still, to give him our attention before anything. And may we encourage each other to do the same. If there is anything you'd like me to pray about, comment down below, or you can DM me on Instagram. And thank you so much for sitting with me. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.